I love Halloween. It's the perfect gateway from cozy fall to brisk November. I love the decorations, the music, the movies. I love the way my kids get involved. I couldn't really care less about the candy that they sugar up on, but they take their costumes seriously. They are growing up so fast. It makes my heart happy to see that they are still young enough to care about trick-or-treating. As usual, they have been talking about their costumes since the leaves started to change. Alex has decided to be a vampire. Jared chose to be an inflatable dinosaur, and Katie has been looking forward to going as Wednesday Addams for about 8 months now. I loved taking them to the Halloween store. We made a day of it, and it was nice to have everyone excited and committed to the fun. Since that day, we have gone through the normal hustle and bustle of practices, school projects, and playdates. Alex is in 1st grade, and he thinks the world of his older brother, Jared, who is in 6th grade, quickly becoming too cool for all of us. He was bummed when football season ended. Being home for another 10 hours each week hasn't been his favorite, but I love having him around. Katie is in 4th grade, and she is the sweetest. She's the most responsible little thing. She just wants to make everyone happy, and she's mature beyond her years, despite me just wanting her to stay a little girl. I have 3 great kids. I'm so lucky, so thankful. As trick-or-treating time approaches, the plans have changed yet again. Looking back, I guess this is pretty normal for us. We always start and end at the same place, but who we go with, that always changes. Our best friends are doing Halloween with their family down in Alabama this year. My husband just had his wisdom teeth taken out, so I'm going solo. As of now, Jared's gonna go with some of his teammates. They're actually all going as dinosaurs, so that will be a sight to see. Katie and her best friend Aubrey are going with her family. I could go with them, but Aubrey has 2 sisters, and Alex is not about to go trick-or-treating with a bunch of girls. He was devastated when he couldn't go with his brother and his friends, but I convinced him that we could move faster with just the 2 of us. We'd get more candy that way. Now he's determined to beat them. Mom, win. We will all be trick-or-treating in the same place, the neighborhood I grew up in. It's a pretty big neighborhood with a few different cul-de-sacs, and there's a sidewalk that connects to another neighborhood. If Alex and I speed through all of the houses that we plan to hit, we can get to all of them. We are actually starting out in the first neighborhood. It's not as big and as nice as the one I grew up in, but one of Jared's friends lives there, so we're all going to park there, walk around, and then head over to my parents' neighborhood. The sidewalk that connects the 2 neighborhoods is kind of long and it goes over a small creek, but my parents' house is just a couple houses down from the bridge. We're all going to go together after we park. All the dinosaurs, all the girls, Alex and I. I made them all promise to take a big group picture, and then they can be free, and me and my little vampire can start our mission. The festivities technically aren't supposed to start till 5, but here we are, walking up to my parents' house around 4:50. The group picture turned out so cute. I also took some videos of my little giggly girls and the chaos for the 2024 Halloween TikTok. Since it's just going to be me and Alex together, I plan on taking tons of pictures and videos of him. As expected, this didn't bother Alex at all. He's on a mission. I didn't even exist in his world right now. From house to house, our communication consists of me saying, "Don't run, stay on the sidewalk, say thank you." His responses were usually just side eyes and looks of embarrassment. It's always nostalgic taking the kids trick-or-treating on the same porches that I did when I was little. There's a couple houses that even have some of the same residents, although their hair is a little whiter this year. Most homes are filled with families I don't know. Our small town has been through a lot ever since COVID hit. We lost a factory, so people have either taken a huge economic step back or moved on to cities where they could prosper. I wouldn't say our town has gone to the dogs or anything like that, but you could say things are a little more difficult than they used to be. It's definitely not as laid back as when I was a kid. I guess it could be my childlike perspective contorting my memory, but I used to think every single house in this neighborhood was beautiful. Every house was perfectly maintained, with beautiful yards and flowers and paint. But now several houses, they're kind of run down or unkept. It's not terrible, just not as nice as it used to be, I guess. Alex is obnoxiously power walking house to house in the first cul-de-sac. His bag is half full already, and we still have a long way to go. Patience is definitely not his strong suit. I've told him before never to ring a doorbell more than once, but he waited approximately 12 seconds before punching the doorbell again. The rule in this neighborhood is that if you want trick-or-treaters, you leave your porch light on. And this porch light was on, but of course it's possible someone left it on by mistake, or maybe it's automatic. Before I could say anything, I saw Alex go in for a 3rd ring. The instant he hit it, the door flew open. There was a tall man wearing all black, like maybe a mechanic's costume or something. and a Michael Myers mask. Alex jumped back and let out a little squeak, but he immediately followed up with a hesitant trick or treat. I couldn't hear what the guy said, but Alex jumped again and then came running back down the sidewalk with a scared look on his face. I asked him what was wrong, and he said that the man told him if he ever came to his porch again, he would go get his knife. Oh, hell no. No one is talking to my kid like that. Yeah, hi. You are absolutely not going to talk to my son or any other kid like that. It's Halloween. Your light is on. Either get some candy or turn your light off. He's 6 years old, okay? We're just trying to have some fun. No response. He just stared at me, creepy, through his mask. I think you owe my son an apology.
You're going to have fun tonight.
Excuse me?
You're going to have fun tonight.
Yeah, I know. We are having fun. Turn your light off. I am fuming, but my heart is laughing a little bit when I turn around and see that my son has a take that look on his face. Watching the porch light shut off felt like a win. Ugh, I'm like shaking mad. I have no respect for someone that treats kids like that, and nobody's gonna talk to my kid like that. Alex was over it as soon as we left the driveway. We didn't talk about it, and he just power walked his little Dracula self up to the next house, but I can't stop thinking about it. I love this next house. This sweet lady has lived here my entire life. She'll be a good reset for both of us. Alex keeps going house to house. I'm thinking about making a TikTok video just telling my followers about this freaking jerk. I'm trying to calm down now, but seriously, you're gonna have fun tonight? Seriously, what kind of creep says that? Not to mention the fact that he was wearing a Michael Myers mask, which totally freaks me out. I was too mad to care at the time, and I'm glad I didn't act scared, but that was pretty creepy. We're heading into cul-de-sac number 2 now. This neighborhood is about a half a mile of a straightaway that runs north and south, and then has 3 cul-de-sacs, all on the east side. As I'm walking on the sidewalk, I can see the backyard of Mr. Friendly's house in the first cul-de-sac. It looks normal enough. Guess he's probably just trying to be weird and amp up the creepiness for Halloween. I'm gonna try not to let it ruin my night, but I'm still mad. We've finished the second cul-de-sac, and Alex's bag is in danger of bursting open at the bottom. I convinced him to take his bag back to the gar to get a new one, so we can hit the other neighborhood. There's really only 6 or 7 houses left on this side of the creek anyway. We only have an hour left before it's dark, and we're supposed to meet Katie and Jared back at the car. Alex's mission is to get more candy than his siblings, and he trusts me fully. I got you, boo. Let's do this. Like I said, the houses over here aren't as nice, and the candy wasn't as nice either. There were more porch lights off than on, and I was worried Alex was going to blame me if we didn't get more candy than his siblings. As we're walking by a house, the porch light flicked on, and Alex made a beeline for the door. I would have preferred that we skipped this house. It was kind of sketchy. Before Alex even got to the door, it flew open. Standing there is a man wearing dark overalls and a Michael Myers mask. This can't be the same guy, right? I mean, Michael Myers is a pretty popular Halloween costume. Still, I'm completely freaked out. He just gave Alex some candy, and Alex didn't seem to really care, and he was walking back to me. He might have been a little freaked out, but he didn't really show it. On with his mission. It's about time to head back to the car now. It's officially getting dark. I can tell my first grader is getting tired, because he keeps asking me how many more houses we have to go to. I told him we could be done, and he seemed relieved. He asked if he could have a piece of candy, to which I say, of course, as long as you share, it's Halloween. He reached into his bag and pulled out a king-size Baby Ruth bar. Wow, buddy, score! Where did you get a king-size? But my excitement faded when Alex replied that the tall man in the white mask gave it to him. First of all, that had to be a different guy, right? We would have noticed a tall, creepy man wearing a Michael Myers mask following us through the neighborhood. Did he drive over here? How did he get to this side of the creek? There wasn't a car in the driveway. I guess it had been about an hour since that situation, but why would he be in 2 separate houses on Halloween? Like, that can't be him, right? Hey, buddy, did that guy say anything to you? The guy that gave you the Baby Ruth?
He said, "You're going to have fun tonight."
No, absolutely not. I want to go home right now. At this point, I'm walking as fast as I can to the car. I'm dragging Alex as he complains, but we only have like 50 yards to go. The others should be here any minute. It's starting to rain. Great. There's still some light out, but it's fading quickly. I feel like I could throw up. I see Katie and Aubrey walking with her sisters across the bridge to meet us. I scream her name, but she's too far to hear me. There are dozens of people around. Katie could tell I was frantic, and she hurried to me. Now I'm dragging both kids to the car, praying Jared beats us there, and more thankful than I've ever been in my life when I see him strolling up to the car with his candy bag. On the way home, the kids noticed that something was bothering me, but I just kept saying I didn't feel good. Alex is bragging about how much more candy he had. The others are telling funny stories about their night, but I just want to go home. I know that if I pulled over right now, I could throw up all over the side of the road, but I don't want to do that in front of the kids, and I don't want to do that in the rain. I just want to get home, safely. As we pull into the driveway, I tell everyone to get inside and get in the shower. We make the mad dash through the rain and into the house. Just getting inside of my home brings some relief, but I'm still on edge. I go to tell my husband about everything, but he's clearly miserable. He's out like a light in our bedroom. That's how I was when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Earlier, he said he had a brutal headache, so I'm just gonna let him sleep. As I'm going down the hall to get clothes ready for Alex, I see out the window that he left the light on in the car. He had turned it on to show off all of his candy. I'm glad I noticed. I will be screwed if my car is dead in the morning. I have a meeting at 8. But I absolutely do not want to go outside in the dark right now. Dan is in bed. Jared's in the shower. I'm not going to make Katie or Alex go. I'm just staring out the window at my car. I'm just going to wait. Too scared to go out there right now. I'm just going to take the chance that it dies overnight. And if it doesn't, I can just take Dan's car. He probably won't be going anywhere tomorrow anyway. Alex went down easier than usual. He's exhausted from the marathon of doorbells. Katie is always easy to put to bed. She is so sweet, and she always tells me about the best parts of her day. She was tired, but she wanted to tell me all about how her and Aubrey kept saying trick or treat and thank you at the same time. And she said they laughed so hard they almost fell into someone's landscaping once. Oh, it'll be 9 again. I needed her giggles tonight. I always go to Jared's room last. He's not a mama's boy like he used to be, but he's always willing to talk when he's settled in for the night. So I always make sure to give him time to do that if he wants to. Jared, can I come in? Jared? No. I stutter as I stumble backwards. I try to scream, but nothing comes out.
You're going to have fun tonight.
We hope you enjoyed this ad-free spooky content. All stories were written by us and are not true at all. If you like a good thrill, make sure you follow us on social media, listen to our true stories that we release weekly, and subscribe to our bonus content with the link in the bio.